What's going on, guys? Welcome along to our Back to Basics series. I'm Matt over at DSR and this is episode 6, pulling off and coming to a stop. As you can tell, I'm dressed for the occasion. The bike here, it is prepped, it's first braided, good to go. I am in neutral, so start the switch. Bike's now on. Pulled the clutch in, I put it into first gear. We can tell that by this gear indicator, not all bikes have them. And this is where your left and right hand are going to come into play together. First thing you want to do is going to get used to the bike's biting point. Every bike has a different biting point and they can be adjusted. If you want to learn how to adjust it, look into your owner's manual. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to test that biting point, is we're going to slowly, with our left hand, release the clutch, and we're going to see when the bike starts to kind of lurch forward. Just do that a few times, get used to it. Pull it out, pull it in, come to a stop, let it out, starts going forward, pull it in, use the front brake to come to a stop. So I'm happy now that I know roughly where the biting point is, and this is now we're going to use the throttle to be in conjunction with that biting point. So just get used to the throttle, see how snatchy it is, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to release the clutch and at the same time slowly do the throttle, and as I get enough speed my feet come off, and there you go, I'm now fully off the clutch and I'm just on the throttle going 10 miles an hour. Let's practice that again. I'm in first gear, slowly off the clutch onto the throttle, get to that biting point, accelerate through the biting point, fully release the clutch, and then we're away. Once more, clutch out, throttle on, through the biting point, release off the clutch fully. And just practice that a good few times, just getting used to it. Obviously though, we've now pulled away for the first time, you need to know how to stop. So I know I'm going to come to a stop, I'm going to start applying the brake, and I'm going to pull the clutch in, nice and gentle, front and rear brake, and then come to a gentle stop. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be grabbing at the front brake or the rear brake. Everything is nice, smooth and gentle between the clutch and then the two front brakes. So pulling away again, clutch and throttle, and come to a stop. On the brake slightly, pull the clutch in, fully apply the brakes, come to a stop, and there we go. If at this point you want to change from first gear into neutral, keeping that clutch in, foot under the gear lever, put it up into the neutral point, and there you go, green neutral, and then the gear is showing nothing. Some bikes will show a large N in the gear indicator. So I've covered pulling away in first and then stopping in first. What I want to talk about now is changing the gears whilst you're going along. The process of putting the clutch in and changing the gear is going to be exactly the same every single time, whether you're going to go up the gearbox or down the gearbox. Remember, it is 1 down, 5 up for most bikes. Some bikes only have 5 gears, so it'll be 1 down, 4 up. We know how to put it into first already, pulling the clutch in, pushing down until our gear indicator shows first. Whilst we're going along, making sure the rev range is up high enough to change gear, you're going to pull the clutch in, place your foot underneath the gear lever and put it all the way up into second gear. So we pulled away, going along, I want to change gear, clutch in, foot under, lift up, foot back onto the peg, and now clutch and throttle exactly the same as you've done when you're pulling away. Going along, 3,500, clutch in, gear lever up, same again, 3,000 RPM, clutch in, into third, going along, clutch in, and this time I want to go down, so clutch in, come down above the gear lever, slowly release the clutch. Always be super smooth with the clutch and the throttle. So going along, clutch in, into third, slowly off the clutch, slowly onto the throttle, and there we go. We've pulled away, we've gone up and down through the gearbox, and we've managed to stop safely. Me personally, I always like to ride with one finger covering the clutch and one finger covering the brake, just so if at any point something happens, car pulls out, child runs out onto the road, straight away I've got a finger good to go, and I'm not wasting a millisecond getting my finger to the brake lever. And there we go, ladies and gents, that is pulling away, changing gears and coming to a stop. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. The next video in the series will be cornering, so if you are looking forward to that, make sure you hit the little bell notification to be notified when our next episode drops. And in the meantime, ride safe. What's going on, guys? I'm Matt over at DSR. Welcome back to Basics. Welcome back to Basics.